The Ladies Club, South Africa's premium women's sport talk show. And
my name is Vaylen Kirtley. Hello and welcome to the Ladies Club. Thanks for joining us as we bring you trailblazers and game changers. And this week, it's all about women's football. We'd love you to join in the conversation on Twitter. It's so easy at Sports at SABC, at Lebo, Motsoeli, at Vaylen Kirtley. We're also on Facebook as SABC Sport and on both of those social media platforms. Just use our hashtag the Ladies Club.
You can take part in the conversation and topic women breaking barriers of gender stereotyping on and off the field of play. Now, we have an awesome guest in studio. We know that football is played and coached by mostly men, but in the recent years, more women in football have emerged, and it appears that that will continue. So these women have broken common stereotypes in sport, opening avenues for more female participation.
And it's so great because in South Africa, we've got a number of our national team players playing overseas. And our game changer today, I wonder if she's going to be going overseas anytime soon. We'll have to talk about that in just a short while. But as is tradition, we always get the show underway with an inspiring quote. And this is how this week's one goes. Don't let fear get the better of you, because in as much as you want to be perfect in everything that you do, the mistakes that we make shouldn't make us fearful to try again. They should fuel us to keep going and do better. That was a quote by Tiamiso Khomanyane. And Tiamiso is the founder of She Legal Co. in South Africa, an online portal for women in law and entrepreneurship. The platform enables women from all across Africa to inspire and challenge each other by sharing their different journeys. That is great. I love that because, you know, fear can keep us from doing
anything.
So much.
Anything. So I love the fact that once she says, overcome the fear, but once you fall, it's okay. It's how many times you keep getting back up. Because you can't wait on your career, your love, your passion, wondering, oh my gosh, if I do it. But how does the other one go? But what if you don't do it?
Yes, absolutely. You regret more the things you didn't do than the things you actually did do. I mean, so many of the inspiring people, trailblazers, game changers in various sectors around the world always speak about that, overcoming your fear. And I think it's a huge thing if you want to be able to get your dreams.
Our game changer today had made her debut, Banyana Banyana, back in 2012, and has since become a constant feature in the national setup. I'm talking about the ever so gorgeous Captain Refiloe Jane. The Ladies Club hashtag the Ladies Club at Vaylen Kirtley, at Lebo Motsoeli, at Sport, at SABC. The Ladies Club, and we chat to her right after this.
Welcome back. You're watching the Ladies Club. Please join us on Facebook and on Twitter with all of your comments. It's time now to introduce you to our game changer. Refiloe Jane started playing football at the age of 6 years old after being encouraged by her brothers to actually come outside and play with them. She's never looked back since, and what a contribution she's made to South Africa. Welcome into the Ladies Club Lounge. So good to have you, Refiloe.
Thank you for having me on the club.
Why football? Why football? Why did your brothers encourage you to play football? I know you completely outplayed them.
Well, I was only introduced to football because my brothers played football. You know, there was no other sport I could play back then. So football was something close to me. Every morning when they wake up for training, I used to wake up with them, follow them. And then I was also part of the athletics team in primary school. But then I wasn't into it as much as I was into football. And ever since then, I've been following the journey.
It's not difficult to get involved and exposed to football, having been born in Soweto.
Yes, there are no opportunities there. Looking at the fact that there were a few clubs back then in Soweto and there were a few role models. You know, we didn't know about football because it wasn't televised on TV. So the only time you could play football was to go out in the streets and play it.
Mtlelehe, uqalile ubapala sehlopha sa Banyana Banyana ka selemo sa 2012. Ha o no qala ho bapala bolo ya maoto, o no shebile hore o batla ho emela Africa Borwa one day kapa o no bapala fela?
Well, ana ke qala ho bapala ne ke ipoleletse gore ke batla ipona le nna ke apara jersey number 15 ke tshamekela sona squad. And ke itjweditse gore one day ke batla ba yona captain ya sehlopha. And ever since then ne gona le batho bang encourage bang guide along the way gore ke tseng se se right gore ke ipone mo ke batla go ipona teng.
Sure.
Dreaming of being the Banyana Banyana captain, to actually doing that and then winning the COSAFA Cup. How much did that mean to you last year?
While winning the COSAFA Cup as the captain of the team, and it was the first time leading the team actually, it was overwhelming. I was very excited, but then credit had to go to the team. Looking at the teamwork that we had back then and the love for one another, it showed that anything is possible if the team is together.
Mplele ha ore ha ono qala ono batla ho apara jersey number 15. Ke eng ka 15 e o ileng wa e rata?
Well, my brothers wore jersey number 15, and our home address was 11815. So I made sure that whatever jersey that I wear, there had to be numbers, home address in the jersey.
Wow.
That's lovely. So your family's played a really big part in this love of football and the journey in football. Who would you say has been another big role model for you?
I would say my mother. So what she does, she's the one who keeps the family together with my dad. You know, they bring different things in our upbringing. My father is the calm one, the humble one, always tells us how to do things about the respect and stuff. And then my mother is the hard rock. She goes for what she wants. She never puts an age limit to her dreams. She's a go-getter. So that the two of them coming together, it's amazing to be amongst them.
Wow. So umplele ge gore ke mang a go encourageang outside of the home. Ha re bua ka bolo ya maoto in the women fraternity. Ke mang o mmonang gore wa tseba keng motho all if it wasn't for them I wouldn't have followed my passion and my dreams.
Well, ke batho ba bangata actually who played a part for me to be where I am. I've been with the coaches, Coach Mkonza, the coach that I'm with now, Coach Kuliyo at TUT Ladies. My previous coaches from Colchester Ladies, go Eldorado Park, and now the coach is Coach Ace Thabo Sinong. He also brought me up in the football space. So there's quite a lot of people who were part of the journey.
Sure.
We at that point in the show where we speak about a trailblazer, you are a game changer for today, but it's time now to introduce you to our trailblazer, who is a woman that not only played the game but also was a coach, and that's Anna Menotti. She was part of the Banyana Banyana setup from its infancy. Superstar today is former Banyana Banyana pioneer Anna Menotti. She made an invaluable contribution to the development of women's football in the country.
Known for her dribbling skills, Anna made a name for herself when the women's soccer team was still in its infancy in South Africa.
She was one of the first players to wear the Banyana jersey when the national team was assembled back in 1993.
And she was also part of the Banyana team that reached the African Women's Champs final back in 2000.
After retiring as a professional footballer, she turned to coaching and is now a national selector at SAFA. But she also once coached the under-20 national team, Basetsana. I think you've come across her path more than once or twice, Refiloe.
Yes, I've seen Coach Anna Menotti a couple of times. We meet in the spaces where football is. So we talk on a regular basis. She encourages me, she guides me on what needs to be done in order to be successful in the game.
And how important of a role do yesteryear's Banyana players play in your current environment as a female professional soccer player? And what role have they played to pave the way to make it slightly easier for the now generation?
Well, the older generation played an important role in order for us to be where we are. You know, the struggles that were there, they are no longer here right now. You know, they used to fight for the kit, the allowances and stuff like that. And ever since then, there's been changes, not much, but it's completely different to what it was back then. Even the coverage also, you know, and the role models that they are. You know, a lot of players, even right now, we still look up to the former players who played because they had passion. They played when there was nothing to play for. So the love they had for the game is what we take from them.
What motivates you the most to continue playing the game? Because like you said, women's football in South Africa there still are challenges there. So as much as there are different challenges now, there's still challenges that exist. But what keeps you motivated?
Well, what keeps me motivated a lot is that there are a lot of youngsters looking up to me. So I want to be a good role model to them. I always encourage the young ones that I come across that they shouldn't only focus on football, because with ladies football in our country, it's not where it's supposed to be or where we'd like it to be. So you need to also have a background of studies. So we talk more about the power of sports and academics. So that's where I come in as an individual.
And how important is that link between the power of sport and academics?
The link is very important, looking at the fact that when you are a student, your brain works differently, you know. When you take what you learn in the classroom to be able to use it back in the field, as a student, you are able to work under pressure, you come across deadlines, exams, you need to find solutions on a regular basis. Same thing happens in the field. You also need to solve situations. If the coach can't reach you, you need to think, you know. So it's important to be able to go back to school and sharpen your mind so that when you go back to the field, you are easily to make changes.
And this is obviously something that you share with those that look up to you, because you are a TUT MLS ambassador. Tell us a little bit about this new partnership and something that we haven't really seen when it comes to women's sport. It's really breaking new ground.
Yes, the partnership between TUT MLS and the G Sport is a partnership that was launched not long ago. It was launched last month. It takes top learners who want to empower people to follow women's sport. What we do is we try and make sure that the women's sport is out there, people know about it, not only about your football, your cricket, your rugby, but also the sporting codes that no one knows about. And we try and find individuals who are excelling in those sporting codes and put them on the map.
Sure, very exciting being a part of that ambassadorship. Mwe motle re dutse le Refiloe Jane in studio ke na Banyana Banyana captain he ha re bua ka bolo ya rona ya maoto ya mafumahadi. We continue an exciting journey to find out exactly what makes her tick on the Ladies Club right after this.
Welcome back. You're watching the Ladies Club. Thanks for staying with us. Our game changer today is none other than Banyana Banyana captain Refiloe Jane. She is a woman that believes not only in sport, but that special balance between sport and academics. She herself is finishing her master's in sports marketing. I mean, that is quite something. And I believe your supervisor is somebody that encouraged you. But what I like most about Dr. Sarah is the fact that she says she wants to be the female version of Jerry Maguire.
Yes, Dr. Sarah has got passion for sport.
Yeah.
And also she's the one who encouraged me to follow masters, because she saw the potential that I had for academics and for sports. And also credit also goes to Krista, who's also played an important role in making sure that I follow the master's route, because, you know, there's so much to be done in the women's game.
Absolutely.
And including the academic side and the football side, something big can happen there.
Sure.
Are you, sorry, Liz, are you going to be the first from your family to obtain your master's?
Yes, I'm going to be the first from my family to obtain a master's.
And how does that make you feel?
I'm honored, I'm humbled, because the support also that I get from my family, it's big. You know, they always tell me to always continue studying. If the opportunity presents itself, I should keep on studying. As much as I get bursaries to study for free, I should make use of that opportunity.
You might as well then continue with a doctorate. I mean...
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Really? So in terms of subjects and where will you be tackling, how will you be tackling your doctorate, your PhD?
Well, what I'm doing right now, the master's is on female and male sports consumers. You see how the sports spectators are between the ABC Motsoeli League and the Sasol League. So we're trying to see the motives behind the spectator attendance. We want to grow the game. We want to get more people to support women's football.
And of your initial findings, what have you actually found?
Well, there's quite a few things, looking at the fact that the coverage, you know, not many people know about the females game, you know, and the excitement and the hype behind the promotion to the game, it's not there. So we're trying to also get in touch with the media to get as much as coverage as we can and the build up towards the games also.
Sure, absolutely exciting. I mean, we could go on and on about your research in terms of what you're studying now and hopefully where it leads you into your PhD. But let's talk about your AKA, Fifinho. Where does that name come from?
Well, the Fifinho name came when I was new in the national team, you know. I was a fan of Brazil national team. You see, their names are like Ronaldinho, Fifinho. So I was like, I'll be Fifinho. And looking at the fact that my legs, they used to tease me about my legs. They'd be like, you've got Brazilian legs. So might as well call you Fifinho.
Wow.
You managed to juggle this demanding academic life along with, you know, a high-performance sporting life. How do you do that?
Well, it's not easy being a full-time student and also being part of being a full-time professional athlete, you know. For one to juggle the two, you need to be determined, you need to be disciplined, and you need to have self-respect. And the ultimate goal of what you want to become should be the drive of the journey, you know. What you want to be, like, you need to make sure that you work towards that, and the distractions, you need to push them aside no matter what happens.
That's really incredible. Your discipline and passion is really something that the youth need to look up to, because you also have a foundation. Tell me more about the Refiloe Jane Foundation.
Well, the Refiloe Jane Foundation will be launching soon.
Yeah.
We look at the learners or the individuals from disadvantaged areas who want to make something big for themselves, not only in sports, but also in academics. We look at religion, you know, because we need to get people to be following religion. They need to be praying because we serve an amazing God. You know, if God leads, then you won't struggle. So we're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to have book launches. We're going to have things that nobody does, but they're going to be changing the community.
That's very exciting and something to look forward to. But with all of these things ongoing, you've still got dreams when it comes to football and excelling in the women's game. Just tell us what a couple of those are.
Well, I still want to see myself playing abroad in one of the top leagues. And I believe that dream is going to happen soon enough. There's something cooking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
is there something cooking? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So something cooking in terms of playing for a club overseas.
Yes. Because, you know, the God that we serve is an amazing one.
Absolutely.
The journey hasn't been an easy one, but the end result, it's going to be there.
All right.
I'm gonna go by something that I saw her retweet on Twitter. Leandra Smeerde is in Lithuania.
Yes,
has it got
yes,
something to do with that?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that.
Not yet.
No, not yet. I'm very
not yet.
close with Leandra. We talk on a regular basis, you know. But then there's something cooking. I can see that.
That's really exciting.
It's so amazing that we've got so many of our national players and that often kind of fly under the radar, that are doing great things overseas. I mean, we've got a number of them, you know, close to a handful now that are actually playing at Houston Dash too.
Yeah.
So we've got players that are all over the world.
Yes, I think now it's about time European teams come to South Africa and see the talent that we have. You know, the players that are playing in the USA, they're doing very well. And that automatically raises eyebrows to say, if we've got such players doing so well, what more that is left behind? So slowly but surely, more and more players are getting contracts overseas.
Now, let's move away from the beautiful game that has you very busy as a professional athlete, and then your academic work also. How do you just wind down, relax? What do you do to just completely switch off in terms of music, movies, books?
Well, I'm an introvert person. As much as I'm out there in the public and stuff, I enjoy my alone time. So
it's alone.
I just sit, I can switch the TV on and put the volume down because I don't want to hear anything. I just want to be alone in silence. So during my free time, I go back home and be alone, close the doors.
Music?
I sometimes switch off my phones. Let's say I come back from a tournament and it's been hectic. The first 2 days, I always switch off my phone so that I don't get distractions. I just need to calm down, relax, and come to my senses.
Sure. And tell us about some special relationships in your life and the other people in your life, other than your family.
Besides your mom and your dad and your brothers.
Well, besides my family, I've got a friend, Rhoda. She's my best friend. She's also playing in the national team and also Mamelodi Sundowns. we come back a long way. So we've been traveling this journey together. So she's the only friend that I have right now that's been there for many years. And there's also Krista, who's my partner. So with her, we travel this journey. She's my handbag, I'm her handbag. Wherever you see her, you'll see me.
I was about to ask, are you single? Because I see bling there.
No, I'm not single.
You take it off the market.
Yes, I'm
Oh, you're
engaged to
shattering
get
our
married.
hearts. Hey,
I'm engaged to get married.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And she just blushes.
So there's also wedding planning. Oh my word! If you
Over
could
and
put
above
more
everything.
onto the plate.
Yeah.
So you're planning a wedding too?
Yes, we're planning a wedding too. Somewhere, not around South Africa though.
Yeah?
It's not going to be a big thing, just an intimate thing.
Intimate thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. You blushing. It's the first time I see you gushing. You must be in a really, really good and loving space.
Where I am, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Look at you now.
And Liz is a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
So the more that you tell her
I know.
about it, tell us what happened and how was the engagement and what sort of things are going to happen.
I'll take it. I own it.
If there's one quote that you live by and, you know, something that really is motivational and inspirational to you when, you know, times get tough and when you're spending that Refiloe Jane time just on your own, what are those words of inspiration that you often tell yourself to deal with challenges?
The quote that I live by is the one that says, though the start determines the end, it's the end that really matters. No matter the journey that you travel, the obstacles that you might come across, the victories and stuff, the end result is what matters.
Wow, that's incredible. I think that's the best way we can close off the show.
Absolutely. Refiloe,
Refiloe.
thank you so much. We wish you all the best of luck. We're going to be watching social media closely to see what announcements are made when it comes to an
Absolutely.
international move.
My gosh, international move, Banyana Banyana moves, and the bling moves. I mean, all of that happening all in 1 year. Absolutely incredible having you with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. on the show.
Moe e motle ha re kopana hape bekeng e tla mona lenaneo la rona la mafumahadi e leng the Ladies Club.
Thanks so much for being with us. Let's do it again next week. And until then, remember that greatness is earned and never given. Bye-bye.